hear me, send a message in the comment section, in the chat section.
Good afternoon, everyone.
In the previous class, are you a UX designer, a product designer, and I'll be one of your tutor for this, your instructor for this bootcamp. So today we'll be talking on introduction to Figma. Everyone, can you please mute your mic, please? Okay, thank you so much. Um, Today we'll be talking about introduction to Figma. We'll be introducing you to Figma Workspace. Normally, design usually comes in the middle of the teaching, but with study throughout the time we've been carrying out bootcamp, we've seen that many people don't get to know more about this tool. They don't know how to use it to its full potential. So we'll be introducing you to Figma early on in the bootcamp stage, so you could get comfortable with Figma and know how to use most of the features on Figma. So let me share my screen. If you can see my screen, say yes in the comment in the chat box, please. Okay. Okay. Now we'll first go to the official Figma site. That is figma.com. .com. So this is the official Figma website. From here, you can create a Figma account. So first of all, let me introduce you to what Figma is. What is Figma? Figma is a vector design tool. It is used to make designs across different platforms. You can use Figma to make mobile apps designs. You can use them to make web app designs. You can use Figma to make graphic designs. Yes, you heard me right. You can use Figma to make graphic designs. You can use them. Some people use them for branding. So Figma is a vector tool that covers most area in design. Cover most area in design. You also use Figma for prototyping. So it's an all-in-one design tool. It's an all-in-one design tool for you to um, carry out your design. So today, when everyone, can you please follow me? Can you go to figma.com? If you've gone to figma.com, please say yes in the comment section. Please let me confirm. Can everyone see my screen again? Can everyone see my screen? So please, let me put in the link in the chat box, figma.com. So everyone go to figma.com, figma.com. So everyone is going to create a Figma account today. If you are already on figma.com, please, you guys should let me know by saying yes in the chat box. Okay, I believe everyone is on the Figma website now. So this is the Figma website. Now to create an account, click on Get Started for free. The Get Started button. Get Started for free. You can click this bit. So you can create your own Figma account. You can use your Gmail and you use a password of your choice and you create an account, or you can continue with Google. So I already have an account with Figma. If you don't have an account, you can continue with Google. So for me, I already have an account with Figma, so I'm going to log in with Google. Please, if you can see my Figma workspace screen now, please say yes. Okay, this is it here. For those who haven't seen it yet, this is what it look like. Um, if you have created your Figma account, please say yes, I have created it in in the chat box. Okay, Collins has created his own. Mary, okay. I'm sorry you're seeing my screen like this. This is how you'll be seeing my screen for now until I move to a new tab, a new fresh tab now. Okay, Yedele has created this. Okay, Emmanuel, please let's get more answers so we can continue. Okay, James. Okay, Obasi. Okay, Salma, if I got that correct. Caleb. Caleb, I mean, have you created an account? Not installing Figma. Have you created an account? And by the way, you can use Figma on the web. It's a web tool. It's a system application. You can use it on the web, and you can also use it on your desktop as a native app on your desktop. Yeah, I have Figma on my desktop. You can see it here, and I'm also using it on the web. But for this bootcamp, we'll be using Figma on the web. Okay. Okay, Caleb. Okay, Luadamilare, Adetunji. Okay. Um, Amarachuku. Okay, let's go back to the process once again. You go to figma.com. Sorry, let me figma.com. You go to figma.com. So to create an account, you go to figma.com. You click on get started. Then you see a screen sign into Figma. If you wish to use a password with it, you can put in your password. This if you wish to use your password with it, a password with it, you can put in your email, create a desired password of your choice, then click on create an account. But for me, I already have an account, so I'm just going to continue with Google. So if you have created the account, please sorry, Kingsley, can you please refresh your network? I think everyone can hear me. Okay. Anyone else who has created, can we move on now? Please, if you've created, please let us know.
Good
Updating
afternoon,
has
sir.
created. Okay. Okay, let's move on. So this is my Figma workspace. These are what we call Figma files. These files you see here, this, this, and this. These are what we call Figma files. These are Figma files. They are files inside your Figma workspace. These are Figma files. Just like how you have different files on your Google Docs, on your Google Slide, on Microsoft Word, how you have different documents. These are how you have different files also in, in your Figma. These are different files. These are different files. These are different files. So created a Figma file for embed design. But please, if you can see my screen, please confirm. Oh, okay. Let me. Please, if you can hear me clearly, please confirm.
Yes, we can hear you clearly, sir.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay.
Hello, guys. Apologies if your network is breaking. Kindly rejoin. Maybe your network is quite low, or you are losing network because his voice is actually clear. And if you're having issue with network, also try and look. Go to our live stream on YouTube. We are live to see if you can actually join over there. Yeah. Thank you, Moji. You can continue.
Okay. Thank you for that, Gabriel. Thank you so much. So these are what we call Figma files, as I have said. These are what we call Figma files. Um, and then we are going to create a new Figma file right now. And your upper right hand, you see three buttons at the upper right hand corner. You see design file. One is design file, Figma Jamboard, and imports. So we're going to click. We're going to be creating a new design file. So this, you click on the design file. It's loading to come up. Okay, it is up now. It is up. So everyone, please create a new Figma file. Have you seen the way I created it? Let me go back. Let me go back and create one again. You go to your upper right corner. You click on design file, the design file button with a plus symbol beside it. The design file button, you click on it, then you create a new design file. Please, everyone, if you've created yours, let me know in the chat box. Chinelo, you can use Figma on the web. You can use Figma on the web. Just go to figma.com and create an account. You can use Figma on the web. Go to figma.com, you click on get started, and you continue with Google. You create it with your Google account, or if you wish to use a password with your Figma account, you can put in your desired password and create an account. Obasi. Oh, let me go through it again with you, Obasi. Let me go through it again with you, Obasi. Let's go back. Once you're in your Figma workspace, because I've been previously using this account, that's why you can see many design files here. But for you who are just opening your Figma account, you won't see anything. Just there are just two things you will see. You're going to see number one, I think a guideline on how to work on Figma. And then now, Obasi, please, this is for you and the other people who are having difficulties in creating opening a new design file. So in your upper right corner of your Figma workspace, you click on design file, the button design file, you click on it. Once you click on it, it automatically takes you to a new design file, a new design canvas. Please, if you have done that, please say yes, Obasi. And Obasi, draft is where all your design files are before you create a theme for them. Later on, I'll teach you how to create, I'll show you how to create a theme. But for now, let's continue. Please, if you've created your, open your design file, please say yes. I think at this point, many people has created yes. Okay, Giyama. Okay, 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 okay. Thank you. So now once you and in your Figma file, this is what we call the Figma canvas. You see this black space here. Let me use a white background for you. You see this black space here, this blank space, this blank white space you see here, this blank space. It's what we call the Figma canvas. This is a Figma file. This is a Figma file. Now, you see this blank space now. This is what we call the Figma canvas. This is a Figma canvas. This is where you do all your design works on in Figma. This is a Figma canvas. And once, as a professional in design, as a designer, once you open a new file, the first thing for you to do is name your file so it won't get missing among other files. Name your files. You can give them any desirable name you like. Name your files. So we are going to call this Embed Design class. Embed Design class. So everyone, name your Figma file with any desired name you like. Please, if you've named yours, please say yes in the comment section. Give me. Sorry for who didn't catch me again. Let me go over it again once again for you. In your Figma file, if you want to rename your Figma file, you come here. You see where this draft is. Beside this draft, you have Embed class. You see, you click on the drop down. You see show version history, export, file color profile. You click on rename. You click on this drop down, then you click on rename. If you're having issues with it, then you give it your desired name and put design plus. So everyone created yes. Okay, Allah Damla has created this. We again, if you have created your renamed your Figma file, please say yes. Okay. Now let's continue. Now in this Figma file, Figma has different features. Figma has different features for collaboration among team members. Has different features for collaboration because when I said Figma is an all-in-one tool, you can use it for collaborating among your team members while you are designing. You can use it to prototype. You can use it to prototype. You can use it to create designs. Are you listening to me? You can use it to create slides even for presentation. So Figma is an all-in-one design tool. All-in-one design tool. So I'm going to be taking you through some of the features in Figma you can use for collaboration. So in this Figma file now, you can see this blue button that has share on it. If you have other team members you want aboard on your file, you want to show them something on your file, or you want to work together on the same file, you click on this share button. Once you click on this share button, you have this pop-up here. You can see share this file. You can copy the file link and send to your friends. So you have email, or you can also, if you have your friend's email or your team member's email or your co-worker's email, anybody you want to share the file with, if you have their email, you can put in their email here, their Figma, the email they used to create their Figma. You can put in their email here. So let me use a dummy email. Let me say janedoe@gmail.com. This is a dummy email. So you see this invite button now. So here you can control whether the person you're adding, the email you're adding here, you can control whether you want the person to be able to make edits to your Figma file. When I say edits, you want the person to be able to change some parts of your design file. You want the person to make changes to some parts of your design file. So once you put in your email, you can change in the option here. If you say can edit, the person can make changes to your design file, to components in your design files, to objects in your design files. The person can make changes to them. So if you don't want the person to be able to make changes, you just want the person to be able to view, you click on can view. You change the option. You see, you click on the drop down, the arrow beside it, can edit. Then you click on can view if you want the person to only view it and not edit your works. Or if you want the person to edit, you click on can edit. So let's say can view if you want the person to view. Then you click on invite. Once you click on invites, an invite will be sent to the person. You say now it brought the pop-up invited one person. If you click on invite, the button invite, let me Jane do at Gmail. So once you click on invite, you automatically invite the person. The person gets an email to be invited to your design file. You get me? The person gets an email to be invited to your design file. And the person also sees a link in the email where they can access your design file. So you can see now. So here also, we said you can also share by copying the link and sending to them. By copying the link and sending to them. Here also, where you see anyone with the link, you can change the access, the type of access the person has to your file, the type of power the person has over your file. Here now you see anyone with the link, then you click on the drop down beside it. Anyone with the link can either view or can edit. Can either view or can edit. Can either view, you can change it or edit. So here now, in this lower panel here, you can see my name here, Mjebasis. So I am the owner of the file. You can see beside it, owner. So everyone we you invite, you'll see their names here now. You can see their name. I invited Jendo at gmail.com. Now you can see our email here, our name here. So everyone who you invite, you can see their name here. If you invite 3 persons, if you invite 4 people, you can see their names here. So this is copy dev mode link. This is for developers. Publish to community. We have what we call the Figma community. I'm going to take you through that. We have what we call the Figma community. You can share if you want to share the file with Figma community, whereby you want people who are using Figma, even people who are outside Figma, to be able to access your design files. You get me? This is get embedded code. If you want to embed your design file in maybe a presentation or something, this embedded code. If you want to show it in a presentation, you want to show it in maybe a slide, this is an embedded code for you to be able to show it so users can interact briefly with your design file. So that's that on the sharing of Figma file and access which people have to your Figma file. So I said dev mode before. You see this button beside here now? You
Sorry,
can use
please,
it to
Majid, take that again. The last part.
Please, if you want, please, if you have a question, ask in the comment section. We'll go over it again before the ending of the class. Please, everyone should mute your mic, not to distract the class. Please, if you have a question, please ask in the chat box. I'm sorry everyone for the brief break. Okay, let's go back to that. To share, you see this button where you have share now. If you want to share your Figma file with other team members, co-workers, or people who you wish to work with, if you wish to share your design file to them, to be able to collaborate with them on Figma, you click on the share button. Here you have a pop-up, or we can call it a modal. You can see at the top of this, you see share this file. You have copy link. This copy link action, you can copy the link and send it to your fellow co-workers. You can copy the link and share it to your fellow co-workers, team members, anyone you want to share this design file with. So once they have this link, they can access your design file. They can access your design file. Once you copy this link and send to them, they can access your design file. Or if you have the person's Figma email, or if you have the person's email at all, you put in their email. So for instance, I used a dummy email, jendo at gmail.com. So you see the button is now active where you can click on invite. Once you click on invite, the person, an email inviting the person will be automatically sent to the person you are trying to invite, to the person's email. So here you can control where you see can edit. You can control the type of access the person has to your Figma file. If you want the person to be able to make changes to your Figma files, objects in your Figma files, anything particularly in your Figma file, you can change it here and can edit or can view. If you want the person to be able to make any changes, click on can edit. But if you don't want the person to be able to make any changes, just view your designs, view your works. You click on can view when you're sending the person the email. Click on can edit or can view when you're sending the person the email. After you put the person's email, you come here, you decide on which one you want. Whether you want the person to view or you want the person to be able to edit. So you click on invite, and the person will you'll get an email inviting the person to your Figma workspace. Or, earlier I said you can copy the Figma link where you have this copy link, test link here, this copy link. You can copy the link and send to the person. And also, you can also change the type of access the person has to your Figma file. The person with the link, you can edit the type of access the person have. You can manage the type of access the person has here now. So here we have it and can edit. So if you don't want the person with the Figma, the file link to be able to edit, you can change it to can view. And if you want the person to be able to make edits, to make changes, you can click on can edit. So in this lower panel here, you have Mujibazis, which is my name. I'm the owner of the file. So you have owner here. And I have invited janedoe@gmail.com. You can also see our own email here also. So if you still want to change, after you've sent the invite to the person, if you still want to change the type of access the person has, you can come and change it here. Can edit or can view. You can still come and change the type of access the person has to the file. So this is copy dev mode link. This is for developers. I'm still going to show you dev mode in Figma. This is for developers. Publish to community. If you wish to share your file with people in Figma community, this is what we call the Figma community, which we're also going to go through. That's what we call the Figma community. If you wish, let me know if you wish to share your file, or if you want, or if you need to share your file with the Figma community, this action, this is a button to share to the Figma community, where you can say publish to community. You see, publish to community, but we are not publishing to community, so let's go back. So publish to community if you wish to share it with the Figma community, and get embedded code if you wish to show your Figma file in a presentation whereby you want to go around it in a mini view in your presentation. You can get embedded code to your Figma file like this. This is the embedded code. If you want it in a presentation, there are presentation tools like Behance where they ask for your embedded code. You can put in your embedded code there. Someone who is on the presentation slide can go through your file, but they can only view. Can't make changes to it. So going back, so I think I've done a rundown of the share action on Figma. So please, if you got it, please say yes. Diana, please, I'm going to come back to your question, please. Okay, please, if you got what the lesson I passed on the share button, please say yes. Okay. So Diana said, how do I get the white page you are on? Mine is black. Okay, I will come back to that. We'll go to that. We'll see that. So please, my Figma has refused to respond. It keeps asking for authentication to make sure it's not a robot. I need help. Please. There's what we call captcha. Have you checked your captcha? You click on the captcha, you see something like captcha. You click on it. If you're saying something like captcha, if you see something like captcha, you click on it. It will automatically authenticate. What captcha does is to reduce bots on sites. Is to reduce bots on sites. So if you see a captcha checkbox there, you can click on the checkbox. It will automatically allow you to access Figma. Please take the last. Okay, I think I've done that. I drew a rectangle. Don't know how to delete it. Okay, you drew a rectangle. You can just click on backspace. You click on the rectangle and click on backspace on your keyboard. Click on backspace. Click on delete if you're using Mac. Godwin said it didn't get it. Okay, Godwin, we will come back to that. But for now, let's go on. We'll come back to that. Your question, Godwin. Yes. Okay. I've shown you the share button option. Okay. Now, I said about dev mode while I was explaining about the share. I talked about dev mode. So this toggle switch here, this switch here, where you can see this tooltip that came up to use dev mode in this file, move it to okay. Sorry, because this is a free file right now, I can't change to dev mode. So I will be making a video on how to be able to get a student free plan in Figma. I'll be making a video on how to get a student free plan. So the video will be sent to you after the class. Maybe tomorrow on Filili. We'll be sending the video to you on how to get a student plan. This student plan allows you to access most of Figma's features. Allows you to access most of Figma paid features. Okay, sorry. You use this Figma student plan, which allows you to access most of Figma premium features because Figma offers a pricing method. So let me show you figma.com. Figma.com. Okay. Let me show you. This is the no, there's no way I'm trying to go to. There's no way I'm trying to go to. Okay, back. So this is Figma site. These are pages on the Figma site. So you see, Figma offers pricing for you to be able to access most of the Figma features. They offer a pricing method. This for starter. This is the free plan for starters. This professional plan, organization plan, enterprise plan. This starter. But in this bootcamp, we'll be teaching you how to access. We'll be teaching you how to access the student plan for you to be able to use the Figma for Education plan. For you to be able to use most of the Figma premium features for learning. So back to Figma. So now in the left hand side of this upper panel, you can see a button here which has you can see a logo of Figma here right now with a drop down. You can see a logo of Figma here. This is the file menu. It's main menu, just like how you have it in Google Docs, Microsoft Word. This is the file menu. This is the file menu here. In this file menu, you can access some of the Figma back to files. If you want to go back to your Figma workspace, if you want to go back to it where you can view all your files, you click on back to files. These quick actions. And one amazing thing about Figma is Figma has a lot of shortcuts for you to work very fast and effectively. Figma has a lot of shortcuts. So whenever you are going through something in Figma, if that action has a shortcut, you see beside it a way to the shortcuts. This is quick actions in Figma. If you want to perform quick actions in Figma, you click on this. So and it also has a shortcut, control/. So quick actions, you see search menus, commands, and plugins. Let me go back, and if you click on control/, it will come up. And then if you're using Mac, it's command/. Then we have quick actions, we have file, This is file. If you want to create a new design file, just like how you have it in Microsoft Word. So if you want to create a new design file, a new FigJam file, I'm also going to tell you what a FigJam file is. If you want to create a new Figma file, FigJam file, a new from sketch file, a new if you want to place image in Figma, if you want to place images in it, you can see they have a shortcut towards it now. Beside it, Control Shift K if you want to place image in Figma. There's also a shortcut beside it, Control Shift K if you want to place images in Figma, just like this now. When you click on it, it takes you to images. You can see. If you want to place image, then you click on the image you want to place in Figma. If you have different image you want to place in Figma, maybe let's say you have 3 images for instance, you can select the 3 images and then click on open. Then you can place it manually by clicking on the canvas. Place it here, place it here. You can place it manually by clicking on the canvas, or let's go back, file, place image, then click on the images you want to place in your canvas, open. You can place them manually, or you can click on place all and to place all of them automatically on the canvas, or you can click on discard all. Instead of placing it, it won't place it again, so just discard it to delete it. You can click on place all to automatically paste everything in your canvas. So let's click on place all. See, everything is automatically in your canvas. You can see, you can then separate it anyhow you want. You can see that. So let's move to the next action. And file, save local copy. If you want to save your Figma file locally, you can save it. Save to version history. There's what we call version history in Figma. Figma has different versions based on how the time you are logged into the internet. And let me say this, I haven't said this before. Figma is a cloud tool. It's in the cloud. Everything you are doing, all your actions on Figma are automatically synced in the cloud, automatically saved in the cloud. So you can access Figma everywhere you go, anywhere you go. You can log into Figma anywhere you go, maybe on a system, on a TV. You can access Figma anywhere you go. You can access Figma anywhere you go. Figma is a cloud-based tool. It's in the cloud. You can access it anywhere. You can access Figma basically anywhere. It's basically on the cloud. You can access it anywhere you go. So the version history, you can, based on the time you are online, Figma saves version history. But if you lose your Figma file, you can, or delete something. We've been working for about, let's say, 1 hour, and you mistakenly deleted something and couldn't get it back. You can go to the Figma version history and restore it back. But that will be while we are going on, we'll show you for advanced. So you show version history. If you want to show version history, just as I have told you, this is it here. You can see this is the current version I am on now. This is a former version which Figma saved by 3:46 p.m. So Figma automatically saves everything to the cloud, so you can be able to get it back and you can be able to access your design file anywhere in the world. So let's go back, click on done. Let's go back to file and then show version history. This is export. You see, you can also see now, you see the shortcuts are there. To save to version history, you can see the shortcut. That's Control Alt S for those who are using Windows, Command Option S for those who are using Mac. So export. If you want to export anything on your Figma file, let us say, for example, you want to so if you want to export everything on your Figma file, like everything, if you want to export and audio designs on your Figma file, you click on export. Then maybe let us say, for example, let me say I have 1, 2, let me say I have 1, 2, I have this. So I have this. I have this. I have this. I have this. If I want to export this now, if I want to export this object in my canvas now, if I want to export this object, I can come here and file. Sorry, sorry. I come here in file. I click on export. So you can also use the shortcut Control Shift E or Command Shift E. So you can select which object in your canvas you wish to export. Then this is it. Let's see. Sorry. Let's go back. See. Okay, for the rectangles and the triangles we draw, Figma said no layers have export settings. Click plus in the export section of the properties panel to add one. So we will go back to that. I'm sorry. Okay, so let's have done that. But we will come back to this. So, but let me take you back. So you go to the file.
Hello, guys. Can you guys hear him? Okay, maybe he's having a bit of network downtime. Okay, okay. Just give him some minutes. He will come back. Just a minute, please. Thank you. Yeah, we are still on. Just a minute. He will come back. Sorry, guys. Just a minute. I'm trying to reach out to him to see what the error is. Sorry, guys. He's trying to come back live. Sorry about that.
Hello, everyone. I'm sorry you couldn't hear me. I'm very, very, very sorry. I muted my mic. Please, if you can hear me now, please say yes in the chat box, please. Please, I really apologize. I'm very sorry. Please, if you can hear me, please say yes. For any inconvenience I've caused you, I'm very sorry. I really apologize. Okay, I'm very sorry. So please, can someone remind us where you stopped hearing me? Where you stopped hearing me? What was I saying when you stopped hearing me?
Trying to export. Trying to export.
Okay, exporting. Let's go back. Thank you so much, okay, bro. So let me go back. So for example, we're in the Figma file option. So let's go back. Talked about the new design file, the new FigJam file, the new from sketch file, the new place image. I've talked about that. Talked about save local copy, save to version history, show version history. So we're in export now. And for the export action, the shortcut is Control Shift E. That's and also Command Shift E for those who are using Mac. So once you click on this, let's say you can see four. You guys can see four objects on my Figma. Two rectangle, one triangle, and one circle. Let me call it that. So if you want to export all of these objects on my workspace, if you want to export all of them, you click on Export. So after clicking on Export, you see this pop up where you have rectangle 1, rectangle 2, polygon 1, ellipse 2. You can see that all of them are stated here now. So if you wish to export all of them, you can click on export at once. But if you wish to only export two out of these four, or if you wish to export maybe just some of your designs, you can just click the ones which you do not wish to export. Or better still, let's say you have about 200 designs on this canvas now. Let's say you have about 200 designs. So it will be very stressful to start on clicking. It will be very stressful to start on clicking the ones which you don't want to export. So you can just unclick everything here. Where you see 4 of 4 selected, you can just unclick everything there, and then click on the one. Check the boxes of the one you want to export. Let's say you want to export rectangle 2 and ellipse 1. Let's say these are the only two objects we want to export in our canvas. Let's say these are the only two objects we want to export in our canvas. After we've checked the boxes finish, you click on export. Once you click on export, it will automatically export it to your file. So once I click on my file manager here, I can automatically see in my downloads, I can automatically see embed design class. This is the file which I exported from Figma. I can automatically see it. So that is it for exports. Then let's move on. Please, if you got that, please say yes in the chat box, please. If you got that, please say yes in the chat box. Okay, let's move on. Let's move on. So let's move on to the next. So export frames to PDF. If you wish to export, there are what we call frames in Figma. Also, we'll go over that also. export frames to PDF. If you wish to export frames in your canvas to PDF, to a PDF file, whereby you want to share it with maybe your coworkers, anyone you want to share it with, if you wish to export it to PDF, you click on export frames to PDF. This will export all the frames in your canvas to a particular PDF. So also, now leaving the file option there, let's move down to edit. The edit option now in Figma. Let's say, for example, okay, we have undo here. We have undo. That is, let's say, for example, I have this design here. I have something like this here. Something like this. Let's say I have something like, sorry, okay. Let's say I have something like this here now. Let me give it a color. I'm sorry, everyone. So let's say we have this. This is my proposed Mickey Mouse. Let's say we have this in Figma. Sorry. Come in, everyone, please.
Is on.
We also have redo. Then if I felt okay, maybe I wasn't sure about what I deleted, I want it actually deleted, then I can redo the deletion which I did. So I can redo it. Then once I click on redo, it will go back. You see, to go back to the former action. But once I click on undo, you have it back. So that's it for redo and undo in the option panel. We have copy as. Yeah, you see, we have copy as CSS. This is a development language. Copy as CSS earlier. This is a development language. Copy as SVG. There's what SVG are what we call scalar vector graphics. Scalar vector graphics. We also go on that, and the one we are teaching you the design part of the bootcamp. In the design part of the bootcamp, we'll go over that. Scalar vector graphics. This is PNG. This is a format for image. PNG. We have JPEG. We have PNG. We have numerous. So if you can see the shortcuts for copy as PNG, you can see Control Shift plus C. That is Command Shift C for those using Mac. You can see the shortcut there. That's why Figma is very interesting. You can see shortcuts. If you're someone that can memorize things very well, once you know most of these shortcuts, working on Figma will be very, very, very easier for you. Very easier. Very, very easier for you once you want to work on Figma. Once you know these shortcuts, working on Figma will be something to be very, very, very easy for you. So we have this copy as PNG. Let us say, okay, for example, we want to copy this as PNG. So PNG is an image format. We want to copy this as an image. So you come here. You click on copy as PNG. So after you click on copy as PNG, then you want to paste it. Copied as, you can see, copied as PNG. Then let's say you want to paste it. See, paste. Okay, let's go to the second option to explain the paste action for you. Say paste over selection. So the paste over selection is you have this currently selected object in your canvas. Then you want to paste something over it. You want to paste something on top of it. Let's say paste over selection. So once I click on paste over selection, the circle which I have previously copied as a PNG will be placed over this circle which is in the canvas right now. So let's say paste over selection. So it has been placed on top of this. So if I bring this over like this, I'm coming, sorry. Sorry. So if I bring this like this, you can see one hand there's an image here, the other hand there's a circle. So paste over selection, you want to paste it over your selection. So that's for paste, and paste in Figma is just like the normal paste you use in your doc files. That is Control V. If I copy this, that's Control C. In your normal doc, you come here, you click on Control V. If I click on Control C, I can come here and come and click on Control V. I have it. Just copy and paste, copy and paste. You can see. So that's for paste. And, so we have paste to replace. Let's say, for example, we copy this. Let's say we copy this. We copy this circle now by clicking on Control C. We click on we copy this circle by clicking on Control C. We can come here now in the file menu. You can come to the edit. You see where you see paste to replace. After the paste over selection, where you see place to replace. Let's say, for example, you want to replace this blue circle here, the head of the Mickey Mouse. You want to replace it with this black circle. You want to replace it. Sorry. Please, anyone who is having their mic on, please, can you mute your mic, please? Please, anyone with their mic on, please, can you mute your mic? I'm sorry, everyone. Please, I don't want to go mute. I don't want to mute myself again because I always forget to unmute myself. Please. David said he's not seeing my screen. Please, if you can see my screen, please confirm, please, that you can see my screen, please. If you can see my screen, please confirm.
Hello, guys. Sorry, please. You guys should please mute your mic so you cannot, so you won't distract the person lecturing. You will definitely have time for question. What we're trying to do, we're trying to go to the basics. If we want to go straight to join of screens and all of that, there are a lot of stuff you will not know. So this is just the introduction, and we need to take you through the different phases. So please just be patient and mute your mic. When the time comes for question, you will definitely take a question, please. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you for that, Gabriel. Okay, since you can see my screen, let me go back. So I said previously, if I want to replace this circle, we want to use the place to replace action here now. The place to replace option, once you use it now. So it's the next thing we are teaching now. We want to use it. So let's say I copied this circle by clicking on Ctrl C or Command C for those using Mac. Then I want to replace this Mickey Mouse head with this dark circle now. Then I can come here in my file menu, edit menu. Then I go to place to replace. That means I'm pasting it to replace the Mickey Mouse head. I want to paste the circle to replace this blue circle, the big blue circle. I'm pasting the black circle to replace it in the Figma file, the Figma canvas also. Then you click on paste to replace. And you can also see the shortcut for paste to replace is Ctrl Shift R. That is Command Shift R for those using Mac, Ctrl Shift R for those using Windows. You click on paste to replace. You see, it has automatically replaced the blue big circle with the black circle now. Then if you feel, oh no, this is not beautiful as I want it, this is not what I want, I feel, okay, let me go back to my previous design, let me undo what I have done. If you want to undo what you have done, sorry. If you want to undo what you have done, you can go back in the edit menu. You go back, you click on undo. If you want to go back to what the previous work you did, undo it. Sorry. You click on undo. You undo it till you are where you want. So if you undo it, Figma is taking note of all your steps, everything you are clicking on. So if you want to undo back to where you have the Mickey Mouse head, you click on undo, you come back again, you click on undo, you come back again, you click on undo. But you can see that is very strenuous, that is very stressful, it's taking long. So to make it very faster for you, that's why Figma created shortcuts. So you can see in the edit panel, you have undo. You can see the shortcut beside it, Control plus Z or Command for Z for those using Mac, Command plus Z. So or Control plus Z for those using Windows. So you can just click on Control Z, Control Z, Control Z till you are back there. You can click on Control Y to go back to the dark circle, Control Y, or Control Z to come back here. You can see now you are back. So that is copy place to replace. I think everyone gets the place to replace now. After I finish on the edit, you are free to ask question on what we've said so far after we finish the edit menu. So let's say, for example, you want to duplicate something in your designs now. Let's say for now, for example, we want to duplicate this Mickey Mouse head, our supposed Mickey Mouse head. We want to duplicate it. And please don't hold me guilty for using this kind of Mickey Mouse. I know this is not what Mickey Mouse looks like, but I'm just making reference. So let's say we want to duplicate this Mickey Mouse head. We want to make it two. We want to duplicate it. We want to have another one. You can come here in the edit menu. You come to duplicate, which the shortcut for duplicate is also Control D or Command D for those using Mac. So you click on duplicate. You want to duplicate our Mickey Mouse head. Duplicate. It has already been duplicated. So once you are duplicating something on Figma, once you click on Control D to duplicate it, but what you duplicated, if it's not a frame, if it's not a container, what you duplicated will be sitting right on top of what you were duplicating. The duplicated object will be sitting right on top of what you were duplicating. So you just have to, once you've duplicated it, let us go back. Control Z. So let's go back to edit. Click on duplicate, which is Control D. Once you've duplicated it, the object which you have duplicated will be sitting right on top of what you are duplicating, and it will be selected. So what you just have to do is just move it. You click, hold and drag, and then move it. You can see we've duplicated the Mickey Mouse head now. Just click, hold, and drag. After you've duplicated it, just click, hold, and drag. But if you feel that is too strenuous for you, just as we can see the shortcut here, you can see the shortcut is Control D. If you're this is too strenuous, I can't start going through the edit panel, and then you can just select everything. I would also teach you how to select, but let's go through the basics first. You can just select everything, and click on Control D or Command D for those using Mac. And then you bring it over. Click on Control D. It's automatically duplicated. Then you just take your mouse there, hold and drag. Sorry. Control D. So you see, it's automatically duplicated. So let's clear the remaining 4 Mickey Mouse head. So I'm sorry for not telling you how to select. If you want to select, you can either click on an object to select it in your canvas. You click on an object to select it in your canvas. You click on an object. You put your cursor there. You click on it to select it. You click on it to select it. You click on an object to select it. So coming back here, we have the next option, delete. The normal delete, we do delete. So the delete shouldn't be, if you want to delete something, an object on your canvas, you can just click on this delete. Let me bring it back. You go there, you click on your delete, or you can click on delete or backspace on your computer. Click on backspace. Click on backspace, you have it gone. And then if you want it back, you can click on Ctrl Z to redo the action. If you want it back, click on Ctrl Z to redo the action. So that is it for delete. So edit, we have find. For example, let's say we are looking for something in our Figma file now. We have different designs on our Figma file, and everything is scattered all about. You don't know what you are looking for, but you've named what you are looking for. Then okay, let's say we are looking for ellipse 1. Let's say we are looking for ellipse 1. Then that is the name of the object you are looking for, ellipse 1. You can come here in the edit. You can come to find. The shortcut is Ctrl F. Click on find. You can see an input box here. You can click, let's say we are looking for ellipse. Sorry. You can see. Even once you start clicking on it, you start seeing recommendations of what to select, of what you are looking for. Just like your Google. Just like your Google. You know, once you enter your browser, once you click on, let's say F, it brings suggestions for what you are looking for. So that's it. Once you click on L, once you put in E, start bringing on suggestions for you to be able to quickly see, scan through. Maybe what you're looking for is there. If what you're looking for is not there, you can continue by spelling it full. You can continue by spelling it full. You said we are looking for ellipse 1, so this is ellipse 1. You can find it. Let's say, for example, now this Mickey Mouse head is here. We now have another one, maybe down here. And okay, let's say we are here now, and you don't know where the other Mickey Mouse head is. We know you have a Mickey Mouse head somewhere. Say, okay, let's say that Mickey Mouse head, there is ellipse 12 on that Mickey Mouse head. There's ellipse 12 there. I want to find the Mickey Mouse head. Let us say we go back, come to edit. You click on find to find. So let's say ellipse 12. You put in your input box ellipse 12. Figma automatically takes you to where ellipse 12 is. It automatically takes you back to where ellipse 12 is. Let's say we are not looking for ellipse 12 now. We are looking for ellipse 1. Once you click and enter, you can see you have ellipse 1 here, ellipse 12, ellipse. So you click, you are looking for ellipse 1. So once you click on ellipse 1, Figma automatically takes you back to where ellipse 1 is. So that's just it for the find action in the edit menu. So find next. Let's say you are looking for what are you looking for next? Let's say you're looking for a vector. Let's say you're looking for vector 1 or vector 2. You see Figma automatically takes you there. You're finding what this is what you're finding, and Figma automatically takes you there. That's just it. That's how beautiful Figma is. It streamlines all your work process to make everything very easy for you. So find next, find and replace. If you've copied something earlier and maybe you don't know you were looking for something, let's say maybe for example, I copied this dark circle and then want to replace it. I copied that dark circle and I want to replace this big smile with the dark circle. I can come here in the edit menu, click on find and replace. Then what do you want to replace it with? I want to replace it with an ellipse. Let us say, for example, I want to replace it with ellipse. Click on what you want to replace it with, ellipse. Let's see, ellipse 4. Let's click on it. Sorry. Why is this not? Sorry, I can't. But let's go on. Cover this back. I think there's something wrong with. We'll cover this again. Let's go on nonetheless. Set default properties, copy properties, paste properties. We'll go over that when we started designing. These are design options. Pick color. If you want to pick a color in Figma, maybe for example, you want to change the color of this circle to blue. You want to change the color of this circle to blue now. You can come here in the edit menu. You come to the pick color. The shortcut for pick color is I. The shortcut for pick color is I. Just the letter I, whether big or small. Just the letter I. You click on pick color. You see, you can pick any color. I want to pick the blue color. If I say no, maybe I want to pick the gray color of the eyes. You can then come. I click on I, the shortcut. I come here. In this circle here, in your upper right corner here on the canvas, you can preview any color you are selecting. Maybe if you're on something that is distant and you are not sure of what you are selecting, this will help you magnify it. This is like a magnifier to be sure of what you are selecting. The circle is like a magnifier to help you be sure of what you are selecting. So let's say you want to select the gray. You want to be sure we're selecting the gray. I'm sorry, zoom in a bit. Zoom in a bit. So once I click on it, the color will be changed to gray. You can see. So that's it for pick color. And then select all. That is Control A. If you want to select everything on your canvas, select everything, you can just come here. Click on select all. Everything on your canvas will be selected. You can see our previous Mickey Mouse is also selected. Everything on your design canvas will be selected, automatically selected. As you come, let's do that. Come, edit. You click on select all, Command A or Control A. You click on select all. Everything will be automatically selected. Everything in your design file will be automatically selected. So, as you can see, everything we are doing, for the ones that has shortcuts, you can see the shortcut beside them. That's why Figma is very interesting. You can use your shortcut to streamline your process. And maybe if you selected all everything on your canvas, and maybe you don't feel like selecting all again, you want to select everything, you can click on select none. Everything on your canvas should be unselected. If you've selected all and you want to unselect everything, you can come to your edit panel, click on select none. That's select nothing. Select none. Everything on your canvas will be unselected. So select inverse. As if you want to select, sorry, okay. If you want to select, let's say like opposite, inverse of something, opposite. So let's say select inverse, which is Control Shift A. Okay. Select inverse. That is, we've unselected. We clicked on select none. We now said select inverse. That is, you want to on the just like the undoing feature we have. So select inverse. Select the opposite. Select opposite. Let's click on select inverse again. You see everything is unselected. It's just like word and opposite. Maybe you have it on select all. Let me see. For the shortcut for select all is Control A. Let's say you have everything selected and you want to unselect everything. And maybe you don't want to click on select none, you just want to click on select inverse. That is undoing. So let's go. You click on select inverse. That is Control Shift A. Click on select inverse. It will unselect everything. Undo it. It has undone everything that's there. So let's move on. Let's move on. Edit. So what's the next? Select with all. I think once it select with all, let's say for example, we have something like this. We have something selected here now. Like we have this dark circle selected, and when you go to select with all, select all with, sorry, select all with. That is, if you want to select things that are similar to this same circle, if you click on select all with same properties, anything on your canvas that has same property with this dark circle will be selected. Anything on this canvas that has the same feel, that's the same color with this dark circle will be selected. Anything that has the same stroke on this canvas, that is select all with same stroke will be selected. Select all with with same effect. Anything that has the same effect with this dark circle on your canvas will be selected. So let's say select with same feel. That's this thing. Any object with the same color. Let's click on select all with same feel. See everything with the same feel will be selected. We have dark. I think one of them is an image. Okay. So you see, that's just it. Then so that's all of edit panel, edit file, edit menu. You can call it any of them. So please, if you have any questions so far, please can you please shoot us the question. If you have any questions so far, please. Anyone with any question? Okay, seems no one is having any question. If you have explained if you understand what has been explained so far, please say yes in the chat box so we can move on. Please say yes in the chat box. Okay, please, I need more yes so we can be able to continue. Okay, please, if you understand everything that has been explained so far. Okay, I think okay. When we start designing, you'll be taught that. When we start designing, you'll be taught that. If you understand everything that's been taught so far, please say yes. Okay, moving on. Please, no one will be allowed to speak for now. Please, if you have any question, please, you can just put it in the chat box. Let me answer to it, please. I think that was who was the person who raised his or her hand. Please, if you have the person who raised their hand, if you have any question, please you can put it in the chat box. Ed to please, if you have any question or suggestion, please put it in the chat box, please. 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 Caleb, please, can you mute your mic to avoid distracting others? Please, can you mute your mic? Caleb. Thank you. Okay, so please, if you have, I'm sorry, I don't know if I pronounced it right. I'm wrong, but if you have any question, please put it in the chat box. We'll come back to it. So moving on. So after the edit menu, you have the view menu. These are, let's say, advanced, but as we go on, we'll touch them as we go on. As we are designing their needs that will bring us back here, and we will touch them. These are advanced. So if I start explaining this now, this view, if I start explaining it now, some of you might get confused along the way. So it's be more better along the process. Sorry, guys. Sorry. It will be more better along the process. You guys get to know some of these advanced options. So, but for now, let me take you on some. Figma has integrated rulers in it where you can use to align objects in Figma. So to on the rulers, to turn on the rulers, you can click on rulers. That's Shift R, the shortcut. You click on it. You can see this slide ruler here, just like the same ruler you do have in your Microsoft Word, and just, you can then drag and you have your ruler here. Just go on the ruler, you click hold and drag, and you have this red line coming. You can use to rule. You can use it to rule, just like the normal ruler you have. You can use it to rule. See, it's both horizontal and vertical. You can use it to rule. You can use them to rule both horizontal and vertical. So you can also take them back. Click hold and drag to take them back. Click hold and drag. This one is coming from the up. So once you are taking it back, you click hold and drag it back up. This one is coming from the side. You click hold and drag back to the side. You click hold and drag back to the side. So in the view, these are advanced. Okay. As we go on, we'll continue showing you options, how to use most of these options here, most of these actions. We'll continue showing you guys. We'll continue showing you guys how to use most of them. So let's go to after the ruler. What again we can show you now is zoom in. So you can see me zooming in and out of my Figma file. Since you can see me zooming in and out, things getting bigger and things getting smaller on my canvas. You can see me doing that since. So the way to do this manually is you come to your view. You want to zoom something, you see, you click on zoom in. You click on zoom in to zoom it in. You can see it's becoming bigger. Click on zoom in. It's a view. Click on zoom in. It becomes bigger. Then if you want to zoom out, make it smaller. This is, and no way is this affecting the size. Let me state something clear. No way is this affecting the size of the object on Figma. This is just only making the view more bigger. Just like you're watching something. I think most of us do watch, maybe apparently most of us here, you've watched things on YouTube, and maybe you're watching and you want to go like to full screen, and you click on that icon for full screen, you see it becomes bolder. The screen becomes bolder. So that's just the same with zoom. You want to make it more big, see what you are doing very clearly. So that's zooming. So after you zoom in, if you wish to zoom out back, you click on zoom out. Click on zoom out right underneath zoom in. Click on zoom out. And the shortcuts for zoom in and zoom out is Control and your plus key. Control and your plus key on your keyboard. So once we do this, to zoom in, click on Control or Command for those using a Mac. Click on Control plus, and to zoom out back, you can see we have Control and minus, Control plus minus. So to zoom out back, click on Control or Command for those using Mac, and click on where you have your minus sign on your keyboard. Control plus minus, Control plus minus, Control plus minus. You are back outside. You are back outside. You can see. You zoom out. It's just to zoom in and zoom out. This is in no way affecting the size of the file. This is in no way affecting the size of the object you have here. It's not affecting the size. You are just making it bigger. Just enlarging it for proper view. Just zooming in, and zoom out, zoom in, zoom out, zoom in, zoom out. That's just it. View. So zoom to 100%. That is, you want the view to be 100%. You don't want it, maybe you want it to be 100%. The view. You can just click on zoom to 100%. Once you click this, an 100% view of it. This is a 100% view. So if you see, oh, this is too big, and maybe you want to zoom it out, Control and minus, Control minus, Control minus, then you zoomed out. So, and for the zoom option also, if maybe let's say you want to zoom this now, maybe let's say you want to zoom it by 50%, you can also come here where you have 13%. In the right corner, upper right corner of your camera, of your file, you come here. When you click on the drop down, you can see 13%, and you can also see the zoom in and zoom out. Zoom to fit, it zooms to 50%. So maybe let's say you are not zooming to 50%. Now let's say you want to zoom to like 40%. You can click on this. You click on backspace. Click on backspace to delete it. Let's undo that first. You click on backspace to delete this. Then you put in your desired value. Let us say, for instance, we are zooming to 58%. 58%. Let's put in 58. See, we are zoomed to 58. You can see here in the upper right corner here, you can see the value has changed from 13 to 58. So if you wish to change to 32, you click on it. Okay. Press backspace. 32. Put in your figure 32. Zoomed to 32%. So when you say zoom to fit, let's say for example you are working on it and you want to see that the whole screen, like you want to make it occupy your screen moderately with your screen, you can click on zoom to fit. You can click on, let's see this now, you can click on zoom to fit. Sorry. You can moderately see everything that's on your Figma file. You want to see it, zoom to fit. If settings are there on your file, which, so that's for zoom. Let's go back to where we were. So view. So zoom to fit, you can also see it here. The shortcut is Shift plus 1. Zoom to 100% is Control plus 0. Zoom to selection. Let us say we have this selected. Zoom to selection. For instance, we have this gray circle selected. I want to zoom in to what we have selected. Then you click on, you go to your views panel, and views panel, you zoom to selection. You can see you zoomed to what you are currently selected on. Let's say we selected all of this now. Let's say we selected everything. And now you want to zoom to selection. Let's say it's smaller. Let's zoom out. Control minus. Then you want to view. That is, you go to your view option. You want to zoom to selection. You see, it's perfectly fitting your screen. So zoom it to, you can perfectly see this by the size of your actual screen. That is zoom to selection. So view. Say view to previous frame. That is, maybe you're clicking on a previous frame. But when we talk about frame, we'll talk about that. You're clicking on the previous frame and you want to go back to that frame. You want to zoom back to it. You click on zoom to previous frame, zoom to next frame. You zoom to your next frame. Find previous frame. Looking for something, you want to find something. Find previous frame. Find next frame. And so that's on view objects. This is to edit. These are advanced things. This will be taught alongside when we start editing objects in Figma. This will be taught alongside editing vector. This will be taught arranging. This will be taught when we start editing text. When we start editing objects in Figma, this will be taught. Plugins, when we start designing, this will be taught. These are advanced options, these are advanced tools, these are advanced features. They will be taught. You will learn all this, I promise. So for now, we've gone through file, edit, and view. So widgets, preferences, libraries, open in desktop app. If you wish to use the desktop app, if you have the desktop app downloaded on your PC, you can click on open in desktop app and go for help and account help. So that's it for the file menu. That's that on the file menu. So after the file menu, which we have here, I think I've explained everything. So please, if you get everything on the file menu, please say yes. If you got everything on the file menu, if you understand everything that's been taught so far on the file menu, the file menu here, you got everything that's been explained so far on the file menu, please say yes in the comment in the chat box. Okay. Okay, let's continue. So we'll move to the next icon you see here. This is the move tool. You can see my cursor around. I'm just using it to drag things up and down since. So this is what has been making it possible to be able to move things around. The move tool. Once you come here, you see this that looks like a rectangle or let's say a plane. It's called the move tool. You can use it to move objects around in Figma. Once you click on it, you can use it to move objects around in Figma. Once I click on the move tool, once you select this, you can move it around. So your move tool is automatically helping you move it around. This is what has been helping us to move things around in Figma sense. So you can see a drop down beside it. So once you click on this drop down, there are also other actions, other menus under this move tool. You have the scale option. If you want to scale something up or scale it down, that is, you want to increase the size, you want to scale it up, or you scale it down, you want to reduce the size. So for example, let's click on scale. That is scale. For move, the shortcut is V. As you can see, also Figma has written the shortcut there. For scale, the shortcut is K. You can use to scale options up and down, objects up and down. So let's click on scale. That's K. Let's click on scale. So it's automatically selected. You can see once you hover on an object, you can see on the edges of an object, you can see the cursor automatically change to like a two-way arrow. Then you click, hold, and drag to scale it up. You click, hold, and drag. Sorry, let's zoom out. You click, hold, and drag to scale it up. And if you want to scale it down, then you drag it inward back. If you want to scale up, you click and scale out. You drag it outward, scale up. You drag it outward, you scale up. If you want to reduce, you want to scale down, you drag it inward. You click, hold, and drag it inward. You click, hold, and drag it inward. And let us say you don't want to work like rough and you want to have a specific value for scaling it up. Let's say you come here where you have this W which stands for width and H which stands for height. You can come, let us say you want to scale it up. Currently we have the value of 1066.1 there. We can change it to, let us say we want to scale it up to like 2000. It automatically scales both the width and the height. So once you click enter, it automatically scales both the width and the height. You can see the width and the height will automatically change. 2000, 2000 will automatically change. It automatically change. So it looks like this lines with tree. I think X and O is a popular game all over the world. Yeah. So this sign that looks like the lines used to play X and O is the frame tool. So once you click on it, the frame tool, it will come up. Then you click, hold, and drag. You click, hold, and drag. So you've created a frame. You click, hold, and drag to create a frame. Or once you click on the frame tool, you can just click on your canvas like that without holding and drag. You can just click on your canvas and Figma automatically give you a default size, which is 100 by 100. This is a default size whenever you just click on the canvas. Whenever you select a shape and click on the canvas without holding and dragging, it automatically change
Hello, everybody. Can you hear me? Hello, guys. Can you guys hear me?
Can you?
Can you?
Yes, we can hear you, sir.
Okay,
Yes,
Okay.
we can hear you.
it was a network
Okay.
issue. Everyone can hear me now. Okay, so let's move. This I stopped at. Think I stopped hearing me was at the section. So let me go back again. Control Z. So I think everyone has gotten how to draw a frame. Has everyone gotten how to draw a frame? Please say yes if you've gotten how to draw a frame. I didn't know why I was cut off. Okay, okay. No, Colin said no. Is there no other person who doesn't know how to draw a frame? Okay, quick. Let me quickly go back on it. To draw a frame on your Figma file, you have this icon that resembles that lines we used to use and play X and O back in the days. So once you click on it, you automatically have this plus sign which you can use to hold and drag to draw your frame. Then you click, hold and drag to draw your frame. You've drawn a frame. Click on your frame tool again. Click, hold and drag to draw a frame. You've drawn a frame. See, you've drawn two frames. You can't see the frame right now because please can. Oh, sorry. I'm very sorry, everyone. Sorry. Okay. Can you see my screen right now, everyone, please? Can you see my screen? Can you see my screen now? Okay. Very sorry for that. So going back to what Collins asked, to draw a frame, you click on this icon that looks like the lines we used to use and play X and O, this rectangle icon here. Not this one, this like we used to use and play X and O. Then you come here, you see a plus sign. This with this cursor now, you can use it to hold and drag. If you want to draw your frame, just hold and drag without any specific number. You can use it to hold and drag. You can use it to hold and drag. Hold and drag your frame. If you want to draw another frame, hold and drag your frame. You can't see the frame right now because the frame is in color white. So let's change the color to like something like black. Okay, so you see that this frame now resembles a rectangle, but this is not a rectangle. Frames are entirely different from rectangles. Frames, they are entirely different from rectangles. They are different. Frames are containers. They are different from rectangles. Frame are containers. They are different from rectangles. We'll go over that when we get to the rectangle section. So under the frame tool now, we have, when you click on the drop down beside it, we have under the frame tool, we have section tool and we have slice tool. Slice tool is an advanced tool you taught later on that when you start designing, so you can be able to understand how it works. We have the section tool. This section tool is used to put, maybe let's say similar, if you have similar designs you want to put in one section, you don't want them scattered, you want to put them under one section, you have similar designs, you can use the section tool just like the frame tool. You hold and drag just like the frame tool, and you hold and drag over what you want to be selected and what you want to be in the same frame. Then you can see this frame one and frame two now, and this section one. Now once you click on the section, you can move them around. Sorry, once you click on the section, make sure you are clicking on the section. Then you can move everything in the section around. You can move them around. You can move them around. You can move them around. That's for the section two. And if you have something outside of the section, let's say we have a rectangle outside of the section, and you want to bring it into the section, you can just expand the section and bring in the rectangle. Just click, hold, and drag into the rectangle. See now? You can just click, hold, and drag into the section. You can see the section is here. Let me change the color of the section so you can see it a bit more clearer. So you can just click, hold, and drag and bring it into the section. Just click, hold, and drag. Sorry, click, hold, and drag and bring it into the section. So that's it for section 2. I said you'll be taught slides later on in the project. So far, please, do everyone get what has been taught so far? Did everyone get what has been taught so far, please? If you understand what has been taught so far, please say yes. Um, okay, 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 okay. So to be sure everyone got what we are saying, please everyone say yes. If you've gotten what we are saying, say yes, please. What we has been taught so far, please say yes. If you don't understand, just call to my attention. If there's any point where you don't understand, just call us to attention.
All right. Does anyone have any question? Hello. Okay. Some persons would like to speak. We'll just take 5 minutes to hear you. Mary, please can you unmute yourself and come up?
Okay, good evening, all.
Good evening.
I'm sorry, my question is this class going to, as in, are we going to get the recording of the class?
Yeah, you definitely get a recording of the class, and
Okay,
also you can actually also access all the classes on a live stream. That's why we
o-
are putting our classes on live stream. So um before the recording you can still go back. Before the recording drop on Slack, you can still go back on the YouTube channel, make sure you subscribe and start viewing the classes.
okay. Thank you.
Is there anyone Does anyone have any other question? Mary, you just spoke. Do you have any other thing to say? Guys, are we good to go? Oji, you notice your microphone cannot come on. Just try and see. Yes, from my end. James, you want to speak? You can come up if you want to speak. We have 5 minutes to take your question. Please let's be fast. The classes is for 2 hours, and we don't extend the class. So when you get to 2 hours, we are done. Does anybody have anything to say, or we can move on? Okay, we are ready to go. Okay, okay, no problem. Thank you guys for coming on board. We see you next on Saturday. Make sure you attend on Saturday class, and if you are unable to attend on Saturday class, make sure you go through the classes.
So much.
We
Gabriel, I'm
actually
sorry.
went we actually went down from from the beginner level. Like I know a lot of people might have used maybe Figma before, but we need to go back from the beginning so you guys should know how to install, how to sign up, draw screens, you go through the files and everything else. So please be patient and make sure if you don't understand certain aspect of what he has taught, go back to the recorded video and make sure you grasp everything. So thank you guys for coming on board. So on Saturday, make sure you come. We'll continue Figma on Saturday, and on Sunday we have another lecture. Please make sure you attend on Saturday and make sure you attend on Sunday. So thank you guys.
Okay. Sorry guys. To conclude, for everyone who has